The Tower of Death, a fortress structure that has been attacked and defended by many armies in the past. And today we have a military that has already defended the structure, the US Army. However, in the past we used the Vietnam War faction as the defenders. In this case, it's gonna be World War II. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, DaleyTactics here, back with some more totally accurate battle simulator. I got a lot of requests in the last Tower of Death video to do more Tower of Death videos with different factions, so I thought that's a great idea. Let's use some of the factions that are newly created with the public beta unit creator and go ahead and roll with some Tower of Death battles. So today we have the US Army from World War II here. We're gonna have them facing off against various other new faction armies. So we're gonna start with the Germans, then move on to like the Red Army, and then perhaps we'll do things like the Vietcong or modern military units, things like that. Do various other new custom unit armies that we've got going and see if the US Army is truly able to hold out with their Tower of Death here. So without further ado, guys, let's get this thing going. If you enjoy these videos, please be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get 1,500 likes in the first 24 hours. Subscribe if you have not already. We're working on getting 250k by the end of the year. We are about 10k away. And make sure you comment down below what other totally accurate battle simulator videos you would like to see in the future. I've got a lot of ideas, but I love hearing ideas from you guys because a lot of them end up happening with tabs because you guys are killing it with the ideas these days. So without further ado, let's get it going. Alrighty then, guys, we're starting off with the German army here. Let us go ahead and press start. Very nice. And we have just like a wall of bullets going out. Oh, and the bazooka shots. Ooh, those are nasty, dude. Oh, these US bazooka men are some of the most powerful units for the US Army right now, and they are packing an absolute wallop. Not to mention these BAR units sprinkling the Germans with some serious fire right now, and they are a heavy unit, so they do have tougher armor as well. Their bullets don't do as much damage, but they do, pack a pretty mean punch with their fire rate as well as their own personal armor. Additionally, the SMG units that we have in here, their damage is really, really low, but they do, of course, have that nasty, nasty fire rate. The opposite can be said for the Kar 98K, however, which does pack a very sturdy punch, one shot, one kill for weaker ended units, and its fire rate is a lot slower. So, we kind of have two different types of troops heading off against each other right now. We will see who manages to win in this instance. I do have to say those early bazooka shots were extremely devastating for the Red Army here. Not the Red Army, the German Army. They just happen to be red. I think I made a massive blunder with, the number of bazooka units on the field because they packed a mean wallop. Well, actually, there was really only two bazookas that actually struck the Reds here. So, the Blues didn't have that much of an advantage. But they were just devastating nonetheless. I mean, they took out most of the German army there in one foul swoop. Those bazookas are devastating, and then that guy just kind of fell off. Oop, I did not mean to take control of him, but the battle ended anyway. So I think we are going to maybe remove a few of these bazooka units real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I did leave some bazooka units in, but I took away like 4 of them, and I am going to give the Germans a second try here because I feel like it's only fair. It's only fair because those bazookas, man. Oh, there they go again. Another 2 shots hitting right there real hard, real fast. However, this time around, it wasn't in that massive cluster of troopers up front. Instead, this time, it sort of hit the outskirts of the army and didn't manage to get nearly as many kills. So I think this is already better tidings for the German army here, and it's going to come down to who has the better weapons total. But then, out of nowhere, another bazooka shot. I think it was this guy. I think he just suicide bombed. I think he just ran off the edge, nuked him, and then went to his death. I don't know if that's stupid or an Alpha Chad move. It's kind of a mystery, but either way, very, very interesting progression right there, because we were seeing a German resurgence up until that point, and now a massive block of the German soldiers have gone down, and it could be another American victory right here. Sadly, the Germans really don't have a weapon that's equivalent to the bazooka in this game. Obviously, in real life, they have the Panzerfaust, which can do a lot of damage. Another bazooka shot, by the way, hitting right there. The reload time of the bazooka is like a full minute, so it can be tough to actually get shots out there. But yeah, the Germans don't really have a high explosive weapon where the Germans do in this game, but in real life they do. But obviously in real life it's also not this devastating to infantry. Either way, German MG-42s trying to break their way on in here, but just really not having a good old time. The Germans lose 2 times to the U.S. Tower of Death. However, the second time they did do a lot better, and there's a lot fewer American soldiers in here, so that's a good thing. To see that they didn't hold up nearly as well without their overpowered wall of bazookas, and maybe against the Red Army, they'll be able to do better. So let's check that out, boys. Let's get it going. Comrades, the Red Army is back. Yes, here we go. Zelda's laughing at me from the other side of the room. But we have the Red Army troopers here with PPSH machine guns. They're quote-unquote Mosin Nagants. They're actually Kar 98Ks, but we are using our imagination here because there is no Mosin Nagant. And of course, we have our charge units. Yes, the comrades who tell our boys to run very fast into these American dogs. So the U.S. Army here is going hot with the Cold War and having to defend against the onslaught of the Red Army. Let's see how this ends up going. Obviously a massive troopers, and I think we're gonna see a lot of death in the first few seconds of this battle. Let's check it out. So yes, the shots are out of this world. There's those bazookas being as devastating as ever, but this time around I think the Russians, they just have so many troopers, they might actually be able to tank that with the number of units that they have and make this work for them. You know, they could really just keep going and charge on up here with their charge flags and really make this happen. The PPSH troopers way faster than the Kar 98K troopers, which is very bizarre. I think maybe the, well, quote-unquote Kar 98K. The Mosin Nagants. We're calling them the Mosin Nagants. But they are going full yeet mode while the Mosin Nagants are sort of lollygagging behind the PPSH troopers, getting into the Tower of Death here way faster than how the Germans managed to get in there. However, they are getting wiped out at the doorway. Now it is just Russian riflemen, yes, attacking right now. And these guys are the ones who, for whatever reason, backpedal to their deaths. Ooh, they almost backpedaled to their deaths right there, but they actually ended up rebounding forward. That was a little antsy right there. I was worried for him. This guy might backpedal to his death. I don't know why they do this. It's so bizarre. I don't get it. It's very strange, and yes, they are backpedaling. Maybe we'll do one without any Mosin Nagant troopers, and we'll simply just use the PPSH troopers, because the Mosin Nagant troopers, man, look how derpy they are. Okay, I know Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, it's just derpy in general. You're not gonna get away without any derp in this game. However, this is just like beyond derp. It's a little derp plus, you know. We prefer derp light. We prefer derp light on this channel. Either way, the Americans don't even have to do anything. They're just chilling. Half of them aren't even facing the right direction. And yet the Germans or Russians are killing themselves. Ridiculity-donk, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the last few of these guys probably going to step off the edge any second now. There goes one. Oh, bye-bye. Soldat es dedo. No bueno. That was so many different languages, all wrapped up into a little scrambled egg pie. Okay, this is a failure for the Russians. I'm calling it right now because these guys could derp for another 5 minutes. Let's do PPSH only. The comrades are back, baby! Except for this time around, we only have PPSH troopers, and, you know, already they're getting a lot more fire out because they can rapid fire with those guns, whereas the Mosin Nagants are, of course, bolt-action rifles, which take a lot longer to load up shots. There's the big bazooka wall. It really only comes once a battle in this because the bazookas have such a long reload time. However, every single time it is just devastating to the attackers, especially because even if the troopers don't die, the knockback of the bazooka tends to throw them off the edge of the wall and into the abyss. Here's the PPSH massive charge right now. The Red Army's going full yeet mode, and it is resulting in a lot of deaths, a lot of fumbles over the edge. This map really could use some railings right there, in my opinion, but yeah, I guess the death is part of the factor that makes it a tower of death. The death makes it deathly. Obviously, deathly, totally a word, not deadly. It's fine, everything's fine. All right, they are getting stuck at the entrance here, but at least this time they're getting a ton of shots out and like firing walling these American soldiers against this area. They're just peppering them with shots. They're not able to even respond with shots of their own because they're getting shot so much. But the PPSH has such weak damage that it's not really getting that many kills. And in fact, the Thompson machine guns destroying the PPSH troopers, and the Red Army fails once again. So that is about it right there for the Red Army. A wash, really. This was tough. This was a toughie. But we are going to go and move on to, I think, the Vietcong next. Right, we're back with the Vietcong. This army will go on to defeat the US Army in about 20 years or so. But right now they're time traveling back to see if they can defeat the US Army during World War II. We'll see. I don't know, man. It's possible. Either way, the Vietcong begin with just massive amounts of fire from their AK-47s, AK-74Us, and other weapons of various styles. They even actually have some PPSHs in here and some MG-42s because the Vietcong did often use surplus weapons from World War II in their own arsenal. You know, it wasn't unheard of for World War II weapons to be used by the Vietcong, especially in the early war. That was when it was most frequent and common because they weren't getting nearly as many supplies from the Soviet Union at that time. Either way, the Vietcong are doing pretty well here. They are getting to the front of the battlefield very, very quickly. The US soldiers within the front not really able to stop them all that well. And it looks like it is going to ascend up into the higher parts of the tower, something we haven't really seen yet in this. But, you know, we're going to see it right now. There are some more bazooka troopers up here, so we'll see if they manage to do anything. This guy's just kind of skirting around. He's not really shooting or anything like that. We are seeing some Thompson fire down here. Let's see, is he going to get a clap? He's gonna clap some cheeks. Nope, no cheek clappage from that guy today. There's another bazooka trooper up here, but he's getting blocked by his friends, so doesn't manage to really get any shots off. 50 cal trooper over here and 3 Thompson troopers. They're all doing their darndest, and actually they're getting some kills. They're managing to destroy a few of these Vietcong warriors, but will it be enough? Most likely not, I have a feeling. There's a lot of Vietcong left, and they are putting a lot of pressure on these US soldiers right now. This guy somehow managing to stay alive. All of his friends died very early, but he was a survivor. He does end up going down though there. There is another bazooka trooper up here. Let's see if he manages to get a shot off. That would be sick. Dude, actually, he might still be reloading from the very start of the battle. That thing, I'm telling you, you get one shot every like 2 minutes or something like that, and then you have to wait again. There is one more soldier with a BAR right here. He gets knocked off the edge. Oh, wait, this bazooka trooper is actually still alive. Never mind. Then we have another banner bearer up here, and I doubt he managed to win this for the US. I think this is going to be our first defeat for the Super Fortress, and there we go. The Vietcong managed to do it, baby. All right. I think we ought to go to modern times now. Welcome to the future, where nobody wears shirts, pretty much, and pants are optional as well. I don't know why I designed the modern military faction without pants on some troopers and without shirts on others, but that was an oversight on my part. Most assuredly. Well, these guys are going to be attacking the tower. We'll see how the U.S. Army does against basically the futuristic U.S. Army here. Let's see. The bullets start flying, per usual. There's that bazooka onslaught, probably the only one we'll see all battle, but man, it might be enough because it just wiped out like 30 futuristic soldiers right here. Just bing, bang, boom, they're dead. That's it. It's over. They're gone. Never to return. It's tragic. But the rest of them still managing to cruise on forward here. Modern weapons really out-damaging the old school World War II weapons here. Really rock 'em, sock 'em, roboting 'em, if you will. And here we go. They're ascending the tower faster than any other of the armies that we've seen thus far. And it makes sense, too. I mean, World War II weapons still definitely applicable in the modern age. I feel like, you know, an old gun will still get the job done, but it's probably not enough when you're going up against army versus army and one has futuristic weapons, or at least modern weapons, against, you know, weapons that are now, what, 80 years old? Some of them. So, some older. You know, BARs, I think, were invented like 1917 or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah, modern military does manage to get the dubski right there. And I think that's going to be about it for the Tower of Death today. Let me know if you want to see more Tower of Death videos in the future. I think they're really, really fun to do. You know, I think doing more would be fun. We could do like Riot Shield Tower of Death. We could do Modern Tower of Death. We could do whatever you guys want. We could do the Red Army Tower of Death. You know, get the Soviet Union in there. German Army Tower of Death. Whatever you guys feel like, let me know. Either way, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to comment down below if you did. Subscribe if you have not already. And smash that like button. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content. And hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.